Also, make sure you get a really great cover on your book. Jerry Teplitz, who I mentioned, is in the audience here. And Jerry is a kinesiology expert and taught us about covers of books. That you can take a cover of a book and you can muscle test it. And if a person looks at your book cover and they muscle test weak, then they don't know why, but they don't want to pick up your book, or they put it back down. Because there's something about that cover that's weakening them, actually weakens their neuromuscular response in that moment of time. And as we learned from Jerry, and I know he'll be, you going to teach any of this stuff to anybody here at any point? To the graduating class next week? We maybe take a minute and who has a book cover here? Let me come up, Jerry. We'll play for a minute because this is important. You should use. We use Jerry's ideas on all of our books. And take a couple. Okay. So let's take someone out of the audience here. You want to come up? Okay. That's enough covers for the moment. We'll take that. All right, good. So we'll let you be the person. And I'm going to hold this cover here. Jerry, you can explain this one really quick.
Okay, so what I'm doing is a concept called muscle checking. It's checking physical energy levels of what's going on inside us. And it turns out also what we look at visually has an immediate impact on you as well. Let me show you that real quick. So arm out, push up, Denise, ready, resist. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes and think of something negative and just shake your head when you have that and I'll check you. Ready, resist. Okay. There's nothing in front of her, but it's a picture in her mind. And so when you put something visually in front of you, it's actually, your eyes are taking that in. It's the same kind of thing as if you visualized it internally. So we can determine then is 3 levels. Weakening, which means it's off. It's not good. You don't want to go there. That means somebody's going to look at it and they're going to go, yick. Neutral means it's not weakening, not strengthening. And then the 3rd level is that it's actually high energy. When somebody looks at it, it's actually energizing their system, and that's what the chicken soup books do. And I was actually in a supermarket. I don't know if I ever told you this. There was a woman in front of me who was buying chicken soup, and she was with a friend, and she pulls it out of her card and said, gee, just looking at this makes me feel good. And that's what I'm using as when I do the seminar on creating high-energy websites and PR materials. I'm using that concept that when somebody picks it up subconsciously, it just makes them feel good. They may not buy it still, but they're more likely to hold it, look at it, open it up, take a look and see, because it's actually energetically, it feels good.
Okay, so we'll test. I'll hold the book up.
Show what they're looking for.
So we have this book cover here. The title is called Testing for Kindergarten, A Parent's Guide, Simple Strategies to Help Your Child Ace the Tests, and yellow book cover. Up, and you look at that, and we'll test your arm.
Okay, so first is, if the arm stays up, that means it's okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, ready, resist. So it's actually, this one is weakening. The question becomes, what is it about it that's weakening? If we had more time, what we would actually do is start taking a piece of paper and several pieces of paper, start covering up all the portions of it, and to see what it actually is. And I think I know what it is on this one. Jack, hold your hand at the top and the bottom so you cover it up. So I'm having Jack just hold parts of it so they can see. Okay, ready, push up. Yeah, now just hold so the top part is showing. Okay, ready, push up. So what we've got here is, it's something about this drawing here that's creating the negative impact. My guess is, from doing this for a long time, that there's just, the eye needs to know where to focus. The way we read a page, it's a Z fashion, it goes across the page. If you look at this piece here, it's like, where do I go? So that's one piece.
There's a lot happening there that's hard to focus on. Yes.
Yeah, and so it creates an impact that goes yick inside, and you say, no thank you.
Okay.
It's pretty close to 100%. I had a guy who was with an association. He went back to his, he attended this seminar that I teach. We teach you how to do this in depth yourself. And he brought 10 of his staff in, checking magazine covers that they publish and ones that they were going to look to publish. He's got the same exact response on 9 out of 10 people. Yeah. So it's pretty close.
My approach to that was we would always test it with at least 15 people, because let's say one person had a experience where they were locked in a room that was yellow for 9 years and it was miserable. The color yellow could be really negative to them. So you want to make sure it's not idiosyncratic. So I test across. But 9 out of 10, there is that 10th person. But generally, you want to make sure it's not just idiosyncratic to one person, get a little bit of a review. But if we do 10 staff people and 8 of them are weakened by that, we know we got a bad cover. Yep. And then what you can do, you can isolate it. Could be the font, could be the graphic, could be the color. And you just keep changing things until you get it where everyone's testing strong.
So to her point, would my learning style, to her point, would my learning style have anything to do with that?
No. No.
Generally not. Okay, let's do another one just for fun.
Okay, let's show this one.
Okay, this is a book. It's called In His Footsteps. Has a picture. It looks like Jesus with a flock of sheep. Nice drawing. Okay.
Okay, so arm out. Look at it. Ready, resist. Okay, so it passes the first level. It is not weakening. It's neutral. The question is it high energy? So what she's going to do, hold it off for Jack. No, hold it down for a second. She's going to put her fingers on our thymus gland there, the other hand. Okay, arm out. Don't put it up yet. Okay, ready. We haven't rehearsed this. Ready, resist. So her arm coming down means she's actually affected by stress. There's a lot more going at the thymus I don't have time to talk about. Let's look at this. Put your fingers on the thymus. Ready, resist. Take it away. Fingers there. Ready, resist. So looking at the cover is giving you what the chicken soups do. It actually is creating energy in your body. At the thymus gland level, it becomes a high energy experience that you're having. So that cover is high energy. I didn't bring my, do you have a chicken soup here?
I don't.
Okay, do you have success principles?
I'm afraid to do it, but let's do it. No, I'm kidding. Let's do the success principles book.
Listen, I forgot to bring my book, so it's
No,
okay.
no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not the least bit worried.
Okay, so chicken soup, so ready,
This is the success principle.
push up, yeah. Fingers on the thymus, ready, push up. So it's not a religious book, it's Jack's book, and it is high energy.
This will raise your energy.
Yes.
Okay.